hope you're having a great day today. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I am doing a bunch of first impressions. These are mostly from the drugstore, and then I have three products from Europe. One of them is also sold here, but two of them are sleek products that I'm very excited to try out. My friend Eden took a trip to England at the middle of July, and she brought me back some wonderful goodies, so thank you so much, Eden. And I've been waiting to film this video. She gave these to me about 2 weeks ago, and they've been sitting untouched in my drawer for this video. That is some major self-control. But if you want to see how I got this look and what products I had first impressions of, then keep on watching. So I'm starting off with this Botanics Hydrating Day Cream, and this is my new moisturizer. I'm using it for a couple days, so this isn't really like first impression, but I really like it. So there's one product that's like not really a first impression that I'll tell you about, but my friend brought it over to me from England, so I wanted to include it in this. But I will let you know which products are the first impressions and which ones are not as we're going. I'm going to start off by priming my face, but I'm going to start with my eyes instead of going right to face. So I'm just going to be using my Becca backlighting primer filter for this. I love this stuff. It really just gets the priming job done. I'm gonna mix in just a very little amount of my Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Never tried this before, so we'll see how this goes. But the reason I wanted to do that was I don't want to use too much of the illuminating primer. And the Nivea Men's, because it is a post-shave balm, it's moisturizing. So I'm going to get a little bit of extra moisture from that. And we'll see how I like this combination. So far, so good. The two products together aren't reacting weird, which is nice. I'm not really going to prime my eyes just because I want to see what this eyeshadow palette does. But I'm going to be starting off with this Wet n Wild Coming in Latte palette. And I really liked this because it's a bunch of nude shades. It looks like it could be really nice for fall. And I've been wanting to try something from Wet n Wild for a while. I'm going to be doing a drugstore back to school look. So everything that I use in that video is going to be from the drugstore. So I'm sort of trying out what products I want to put in there. And I figured this would be, if it works out as a good palette, a good thing to try. I'm literally opening it on camera. So it comes with a little brush. Okay, so we can try this and see how we like it. Got a blender and a little flat brush, and then these are all of the shades. So let's just go for it. I'm gonna start with this shade right on the end as my base. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so we'll see. I'm gonna try out the brush that came. Okay, there's a lot of fallout, but I did put a lot on the brush. It is not too bad, especially because I have a lot of veins in my eyes. I do usually like to neutralize them, but this guy's doing a pretty okay job. Let's see. So I'm going to try my other eye with my normal eyeshadow brush and see if I see a difference in the way that it applies. If I can find her. Okay, so I definitely like the way it applied better with my brush than the brush that it came with, but I don't know many people that like the brushes that come in eyeshadow palettes usually, so I'm not surprised with that one. So now I'm going to take the pointed end on this brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade. This looks like it'll be a pretty good transition shade. And I'm just going to put this right in my crease. Okay, hello pigment. Wet n Wild has really been stepping it up lately. I'm very impressed by a lot of their products and a lot of things I see on YouTube. So I figured this would be a good brand to go to, especially since it is affordable. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend this eye out with this blending side of this brush. Oh, no. Right away when I put this brush onto my eye, it is too flimsy. It is barely catching product. It is just too fluffy. Not that anything can really be too fluffy. It's just not. Sometimes with blending brushes, you just need a little bit more stiffness in them, and this one is just too loosey-goosey. So I'm gonna pass on the brush. I'm not that impressed, but the way it is blending, it doesn't look patchy to me, and it's still keeping pigment in my crease, which I'm really happy about. I don't feel like blending is taking away pigment. I feel like I still see the product where I placed it. There is just a little bit of fallout with these shades, but that is something that I can live with, especially if it is only a $7 palette. And I mean, there are brands that I've bought for much more money that have horrible, horrible fallout. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Well, so far, so good. So now to deepen that crease, they have a beautiful matte brown shade right here. So I'm going to go in with that pencil shade again, and I'm just gonna deepen up my crease a little more. And oh, I like this color. This is a great dark brown. It's going in very nicely. The pigment of it, the way it's laying, I didn't get too much fallout from it, which was great. It is packed very nicely into that pan, and it's creamy, like it's a creamy powder, so it's going on very nicely. And it's still keeping its pigment as I'm blending it and giving a really nice deepened crease. So the brush is a no-no from me for a first impression. I am going to have to see over the course of the next few hours how it wears on my eyes and if I get any irritation, because I do have very sensitive eyes and sometimes I can't wear everything, so we'll see if I'm able to withstand their product. And then let's check out one of the shimmers and see how that does. So let me just take a flat brush, and I'm going to go with this shimmery color right here, this like brownie gold kind of color. I'm not normally a shimmer type of person. The only shimmers that I go for are usually in my Carly Bybel palette, and that's because when I put it on, I don't feel like it looks like a shimmer. It just has a really great sheen to it, so that's what I like to look for in shimmer colors. I don't like it to be chunky glitter and things like that. If I'm applying a glitter, I'll apply a glitter. But this doesn't seem to be doing that. It is a pretty color. I do like it a lot. I think I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more and see how I feel about it rather than just an off the bat kind of thing. But I'm gonna stop the eye look here. I'm pretty happy with it. Keeping it kind of basic, but I'll be sure to keep you updated on how I feel about this palette. Let's just move right on to eyeliner while we're going, and this is another first impression. This is the Rimmel London Scandalize Thick and Thin Eyeliner, and I went with this because, as I've said in previous videos, I'm not happy with the gel pen felt tip thing that I've been using for the longest time. I've just never gone out to get a new one because I usually use my gel liner from Inglot, but I wanted to try something new and I heard good things about this, so I figured I would give it a go. I'm not exactly sure how it, like on the packaging it was saying you could do thick or thin, I guess based on where you place it on your eye, because there's like a slant tip to this. So let's just see how this goes. Already not going very well because of the shape. Like, it's so jagged because I can't figure out how to place this on my eye to get what I want. Oh my god. Alright, this is a mess. Okay. So as far as like product and how it goes on, I'm happy with it. It is black. It is going on evenly and nicely. It's not really bleeding too much, but because the tip is shaped so strangely, I can't figure out how to get just an even line all the way across. Maybe it's because it's my first time, but that is kind of a turn off for me. Now let's see if I can do a wing. Here we go. What the heck? Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know how that happened. So that's fun. Let's not have eyeliner all over my face. It's embarrassing. Okay, so the wing went on fairly evenly and easily, and I was able to fill it in nicely. My only concern with this is that I can't figure out how to hold the product, so I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna have to check back with you guys in a little bit after trying it a couple more times, but I really like it. I like how the product places. I like how it dispenses. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, and it's very black, which is what I look for in a gel liner, but I don't know, this tip is really going to give me some issues. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, not on camera, and then we will continue with the rest of the face. So with a little more concentration and getting really close to my mirror, I do think this wing came out a little better than this one, and I'm sort of starting to figure it out, but I did notice, I felt like on this side that when I would place down the product, it would lift what had been there before. I don't know if it's just the sheen from the shadow poking through or something, so I'm gonna have to take a closer look in a little bit once everything has settled. Moving on to foundation, we're gonna let the eyes settle. I'm going in with the Rimmel London Match Perfection, and the reason that I'm giving this a first impression is because when my friend was in England, hi Eden, thank you so much, she picked this up for me because it has a pump top, and I did want to check and see if it's bigger than the one that is sold here. Let me pull up the internet because this is 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliters, and I feel like the ones that are sold in America are smaller. I don't know if it's because the top is bigger or what, but let's check. It is 1 ounce. Okay, so it's the same amount of product. The only difference is that in the UK they get to sell it with a pump top, and in the US it's sold without it, and I wish the US would get on board. So if there's anybody that I can talk to get them on board with the pump tops, send them my way, because this thing is great. You just get to pump it onto the back of your hand, and you only need 1 or 2, and I do like 1.5 to start, and then I go in with my beauty blender. Sorry. I go in with my beauty blender, and this is one of the most full coverage foundations I've ever found at the drugstore. I have been a fan of this since high school. This was one of my first drugstore foundation purchases when I was in high school, and I always go back to it when I am in between products. And then I'm just gonna powder my face with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder. I've been using this since I was in Pittsburgh, and I'm not going to say too much about it because I'm going to talk about it in my summer hits and misses video, so you can just keep an eye out for that. Almost forgot my concealer. I'm just using the NYX HD concealer, as I always do. And that we have sufficiently brightened up those under eyes and made it look like I got sleep last night, we can powder those down. Okay. So now going in with bronzer, I'm just going to take my Makeup Forever matte bronze powder and my big Dior Kabuki brush. I'm just going to buff this all over my face. I'm not really going for anything crazy today. Not really leaving my house, so might as well just keep it kind of natural. So the next, like huge sleeves on this shirt. The next product that is a first impression I am so excited to try. This is the much talked about Sleek Solstice highlighting palette. I have not even opened it. My friend Eden bought this for me while she was in England, and I'm so happy. You cannot get this in the US, and they won't ship it to the US anymore. So the only way to get it is to buy it on vacation and bring it here. So, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So here she, oh gosh, I already got smudges all over this beautiful palette. Here she is. Oh! It is like it's like a gold, but it has like a blush tint in it. So it's like a rosy gold, but not rose gold shade. And then we'll open it up and here she is. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Okay, so there's 3 powders. Those are on these 3 fingers, and then the cream. It's a little hard to work through. Oh my gosh. Those are beautiful. And then there's a little pamphlet here that looks like it's either attached to the mirror or something. It came with a little brush, but I don't think I'll be using this guy. So, oh gosh, what color should I do today, guys? Should I go for the purple because I'm not leaving my house? I think maybe I'll lay this shade down first and then go for a little bit of the purple. Let's see. Let's get crazy. Oh my god. Can you see this? Holy cow! Oh my gosh, that highlight. Wow, and it's picking up all my texture. Great! But holy wow. Okay, let's do that again, shall we? So I'm taking this shade, which is Equinox, I think. It's either Equinox or Hemisphere. Might be Equinox. I'll find out. Oh my god. Okay. What I love about this shade is that in the packaging, it looks peachy. Like it looks like it might come off kind of like a champagne pop, but when I put champagne pop on, it's like a warm highlight. This is like icy, like a beautiful icy highlight. Okay, I need to bump this side up a little bit. Wow, this is beautiful, and it's applying really nicely. No wonder why everyone is raving about this. Wow, I'm so glad I have this. Okay, that's like Rudolph status. And I had something on that finger, so it's great. So we're just gonna blend this out a little bit and try and bring it up the nose. I mean, like, holy cow. Talk about a highlight, man. Jeez. I mean, I'm glowing today. Wow. Okay, so I really want to try this purple highlighter. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put a little bit right on top of this, and we'll see how she looks. Wow. I mean, that's intense. Good thing I'm not leaving my house today because this is crazy. Wow. Alrighty, I need to blend this. So I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and just blend this highlight on my cheekbones because she is intense. Woo! I mean, wow. I did not expect it to be that much. Like, I've watched Nikki's video with it, and wow, that went nowhere. I watched Nikki's video with it and Manny's and Jeffrey's, and I did not realize how intense this highlight was. Wow, okay, this is the product from this experiment that I'm the most blown away by. Thank you, Eden, so much for picking this up for me. Wow, thank you. I needed this in my life. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush to my cheeks, and then I'm gonna stop touching my face because this is intense. My temperature's just flashing. So I'm just gonna go in to my Morphe palette, and I'm going to take this pink color. I wanna try experimenting with this a little bit more because I think it's really pretty. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my cheeks. And hopefully that'll diffuse this highlight a little bit. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to do my brows and mascara off camera, and then I will be back to do the lips and a final talk through of the look. For brows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow, and then for lashes, I use the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara, which I love so much. And then I just went ahead and took that dark matte brown from the Wet n Wild palette on a blending brush and just ran it right under my eyes to smoke out my lower lash line. And now we're gonna go ahead and do lips, and this is the last product that's a first impression. This is by, I think it's by Sleek, and this is Berry Burst. I'm not sure what this is exactly. Gently plump your pout with our super pigmented and tingling lip crayon. So it's a lip crayon that is also plumping, and this is what it looks like. I'm really excited to try this color. Again, Eden brought this back for me from England, so thank you so much. You were so generous. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a go. Okay, it is so creamy. I'm already in love, and I love the color. Especially going into fall, I think I will wear this all the time, and I can just sort of feel it plumping my lips. There's a very interesting smell to it. It doesn't smell like chemically like a lot of plumpers do. It has sort of like an herby scent to it, which I like a lot. Okay. I can feel it tingling. It sort of feels like, you know, sometimes when you put like mint or something like that on your lips, it has that tingling sensation. That's what it feels like. It's not really uncomfortable. We'll see how intense it gets in the next couple minutes. But shade, love. I love the sheen of it. I love that it's in a crayon form, so it's creamy, but it's not, the transfer is not too bad, and it still stayed on my lips, which I really liked. I do want to see what it looks like if I lighten up the center a little bit, so I'm going to go in with my Trestique little crayon guy, if I can find it. Slightly uncomfortable, this tingling sensation, but we're gonna just bear with it. And I'm gonna put this Nantucket Nude in the center. And try and ombre this out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and darken up the outer heart again to really give that difference. Okay, so it's still tingling. It slightly feels like it could be a burning sensation, but it's still not that uncomfortable. I'm not really noticing a plumping difference too much. I will check back with you guys in like an hour or so and let you know. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything has turned out. Still tingling. I'm wondering if this tingling sensation is going to go away, because I might take it off if it doesn't stop in like the next 20 minutes. But I will check back with you guys in a little bit with an update on how everything is wearing. It is hot today, so we'll see how the eyeshadows stay and if they crease at all, and if we start to get any see-through on the liner, and how I feel about this incredible highlight. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just wanted to check in with you guys with how the makeup is wearing, and it's been about a half hour, so nothing too crazy. I'm just sitting on my couch working on my videos and watching some One Tree Hill, so pretty chill day. But this highlight is crazy still. I can't I can't even believe how crazy this is. And the lips, the tingling is starting to go down. I've only noticed in the past like 5-10 minutes that the tingling is going down. I can still feel it a little bit, but I guess it's reached its max of plumpness. I do see a difference, especially my top lip. So it is a plumping thing. So yeah, just thought I would give you guys that update. I'll probably update you in a couple hours with how everything else is wearing, but I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted. See you in a little bit. Okay, so my makeup's been on for about 2 hours now, and I think my lips are actually a lot plumper. I think I might do a video where I show a close-up of my lips pre and post to see if it actually did plump them, but I feel like they are bigger. I haven't powdered or anything. I've just been sitting on my couch, and oh, here's my doggy, and I'm starting to look a little oily, but that's fine. It's hot out, so can't complain. But the eyeliner, I don't know if you can see that well, but it's not staying, like the pigment, at least on the inner corner, I feel like it's starting to fade, and it's just not staying as black as I want. But again, I don't know if that's because I didn't really know how to use the product and I just didn't put enough on. So I think the eyeliner is something that I'm gonna have to play with, but the highlighter is still killing it, like crazy. Like my nose highlight comes off throughout the day, so the fact that my nose is still like Rudolph is crazy to me. Oh my gosh, can't even get a good angle. And then the product on the lips, other than the plumping thing, it's sort of matted down a little bit. It's still creamy, but I've been drinking out of my water bottle and eating stuff, so the color's still on, which I really like. It's long lasting. And then my eyes, a little bit of creasing, but not too much. I don't really have oily eyelids, so the powder is staying pretty well. So all in all, I am pretty content with all of these products. So I'm gonna film my outro now while I'm sitting here, because I'll probably forget as I do updates throughout the day, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And if you have any drugstore or high-end first impressions that you think I should try out, then leave them down in the comments down below, or you can tweet me or Instagram me and I'll be happy to try those. I am getting a little bit more into the drugstore now, sort of as I'm finding things that work for me and my skin, so that's good. And I have a couple new products coming, so I'll be doing a couple more first impressions, and then by the end it's gonna be my August hits and misses for the whole summer, and that's crazy. So yeah. But I'm going to stop rambling now. So I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye!